grade, lesson 6.6, and today we're going to be looking at surface area. And our goal is I can calculate the surface area of a prism. Now, to know what surface area is the area of the outermost part of a figure. In other words, it's the area of all the sides of a polyhedron added together. Now, we're just going to be working with prisms. Prisms are three-dimensional figures. They have the same base. They have two bases, and then the rest of the sides are all rectangles. And so we're going to be looking at some prisms, rectangular prisms, triangular prisms, and we're going to be calculating the surface area, which is the area of all of the sides added together. Now, in order to do this, we need to remember our formulas. So remember, area of a rectangle is going to be length times width. Area of a parallelogram is base times height. Area of a triangle is 1/2 times base times height. And area of a trapezoid is base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2 and then multiplied by the height. And this is going to be a lot of work for each individual problem, but it's going to be easy work. It's just going to be simple multiplication. So here's our first example. Here we have a rectangular prism. I know it's a rectangular prism because all of the sides are rectangles. So I think right here, this side, and then over here, I think of those as the bases. That's just the way I look at it. It really doesn't matter. All of the sides are rectangles, so this is a rectangular prism. So what we're going to do is find the area of all of the sides. And if we look at this, there's 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6 sides. We've got either side, left and right, top and bottom, front and back. So that's what we're going to do, and that's how I've divided it up. Whoa! So here we've got area of the top. Area of the top is this. It is 5 long and 10 wide. So to find area of the top, we do 5 times 10 or 10 times 5, and we get 50. Next, I'm going to find the area of the side. Now the side's over here. This is 5 and 2. So area of the side, 5 times 2, that's going to be 10. And then finally, I want to find the area of the bottom, or of the front, sorry. So the front, it's 10 by 2, so we do 10 times 2. So that's the top, side, and front. Now, that's only 3 sides. I need the other 3. Now, thankfully, the top and the bottom are both exactly the same. So if the top is 50, the bottom is 50. Same with the 2 sides. If this side is 10, this side's going to be 10. And then finally the front. If the front is 20, the area of the back is 20. So now I've found all 6 sides of this rectangular prism. I want to find, oh my goodness, the total surface area. So surface area, it's the area of all the sides added together. So I do 50 plus 50 for the top and bottom, plus 10 for the 2 sides, plus 20 for the front and back, and I get a total of 160 square centimeters. And since this is area, it's going to be squared. So here's figure 2. Now I'm assuming that this is the right triangle. If it weren't, you would have to have another number over here. So here I have a triangular prism. It's a triangular prism because triangles are the bases, and then the other 3 sides are rectangles. So remember, the prism is always going to be named after the sides that are not rectangles. So I'm going to break this up. Okay, area of the front. The front is here. It's a triangle that has a height of 3 and a base of 4. So I'm going to do 1/2 times 4 times 3. Half of 4 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. So the area of the front is 6 square centimeters. Next, I want to find the area of the sides. So the left side, that's over here. That's 3 by 5. So 3 times 5 is 15 because this is a rectangle. The right side is over here. It's 11 and 5. So I do 11 times 5, that's 55. So I found the front, left side, right side. I still have the back and then this bottom section. Now the front and the back are the same triangle. So if the front is 6, the back is going to be 6. Now the bottom It has a length of 4 and a width of 11. So the area of the bottom, I'm going to do 4 times 11. 4 times 11 is 44. So now I've found the areas of all of the sides. So in this case, there were only 5 sides: front, back, left, right, and bottom. So surface area, I'm going to add it all together. Surface area is going to be 6 plus 6 plus 15 plus 44 plus 55, which is 126 square centimeters. And surface area doesn't have to be in square centimeters. It can be in any square units. It just so happens that every single example that I found was in centimeters. So let's look at the very last one. Here I have a trapezoid. So this is a trapezoidal prism. My bases are trapezoids, the other sides are rectangles. So I want to find the area of every single side. And I'm just going to go about and do it the same way. And if you notice, I always labeled, this is the top, side, front, back, bottom, left, right, whatever. I label it whenever I'm doing my work. That way I know what I've done. Some people like to color code it, put in colors. I just like doing labels. So here I want to start by finding the area of the front. Area of the front, I do base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2. So 4 plus 8 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. And then 6 times 5 is 30. So the area of the front is 30 square centimeters. Next, area of the left side. Oh my goodness. Okay, over here on the left, I have a height of 5 and then this length. This length matches up with this one. If you look, these are rectangles, so if this side is 6.3, this is 6.3. I'm going to do 5 times 6.3. That gives me 31.5. Now I want to look at my right side. Right side's a little bit easier to find. It's a rectangle. Even though it's tilted, this is a rectangle. If we were actually looking at it flat on, we would see a rectangle. So we're going to do 5.8 times 6.3. That gives us 36.54. The area of the back, just like before, is going to be 30. So no matter what you have, the two bases are always going to have the same area. So I've got front, back, left side, right side. I need the top and the bottom. But since this is a trapezoid, the top and bottom aren't going to have the same areas. Top is 4 long, and then over here, this is a width of 6.3. So I'm going to do 4 times 6.3 gives me 25.2. And so if you need to go through and add in these labels, okay, these are rectangles. So if this side's 5.8, over here is 5.8, up here is 6.3, back there is 4, 6.3, whatever you need to do to help you. You know, like I said, some people color code so that all of the sides that are 6.3, they highlight in like yellow, and all of the sides that are 8, they highlight in green. You know, whatever's going to help you keep track of all of these sides. I've been doing this for a while, so I can kind of look at it and see them. But even then, I still make some mistakes. So, you know, if you need to do whatever you need to do to make it easier, color code, you know, label in everything, whatever, it makes it easier. So I've gotten the front, the back, whoops, left side, right side, top. I still need the bottom. There's 6 sides here. So area of the bottom. The bottom is 8 by 6.3. 8 times 6.3 is 50.4. So again, I find my surface area. I add everything together. 30 plus 30 plus 31.5 plus 25.2 plus 36.54 plus 50.4 is 203.64, or 203 and 64 hundredths square centimeters. And again, it can be square any units. Just all my examples happen to be centimeters this time around. So we'll work on this tomorrow. It's really not hard. I will be able to show you tomorrow what I mean by the highlighting and then adding in all the labels, and we'll just go from there. Okay?